It's Smack the Guru. This is my review for Power Book 2, Season 3, Episode 3. This one was real good, man. Like, I really enjoyed this episode. It was a lot that went on. I gotta start with Lorenzo because it started with him getting beat down, right? He's getting beat down by Kane crew. Kane come out saying stuff to him, punking him. But I'm starting with him because it wasn't to the end of the episode where I realized, man, Kane might be in over his head messing with Lorenzo, man. Like really. We know he older. We know he done been to jail. We know he done been the top dog before. We know he know how to handle business just by how he stepped up when they was having a conversation with that other crew. The families, Frank's peoples. He stepped up like, hey, y'all know what y'all dad want. He basically sealed the deal. And then Kane talked to him all reckless afterwards. But how he looked after Kane talked to him, he laughed and picked up the bag like, this little kid don't even know what he doing, man. He don't even know what he in for. It made me think, okay, this the Lorenzo that I wanted to see. You know, this who I thought I was getting when he came out the pen. A boss that done been there, that done did stuff before. And this was the first time I really seen that. He done made other decisions before. But, and especially when he first came out. But for a minute now, he been like, you know, getting talked too crazy by Monet, getting talked too crazy by Kane. I like to see this part where even though he got talked too crazy, it was like he still was in control. But the crazy part about it is he take that work from Kane and go to Diana with it. I'm like, why he go to Diana out of all people? Diana want to get out the game, man. You seen when Diana and Effie had that conversation, she ain't trying to hustle. She like, nah, I know what that life do. That's why I like Diana. That's why I like Diana with Tariq. I think they go good together. They go better than Tariq and Effie. You know, and I think Tariq gonna figure out sooner or later that Effie ain't his best option. But I think Diana got a gray head on her shoulders. She messing with this dude Celine. I can't even lie. Now y'all know I'm gonna keep it a bean on her. I think he was a bad casted for Diana, dog. For him to be the dude Diana messing with. I don't know if it's just me, man. I don't know. He could have been casted. How can I say this? He could have been casted for maybe somebody else in the family he would have matched up with better, you know, than Diana. But, you know, that's who they rocking with and got him talking to. So it's like, all right, cool. They kiss, but Lorenzo walked in. This when he walked in and tell her to start hustling and her job is the perfect cover and all this. I'm like, oh, man. Because the saddest part is, even though she is talking to Becca, which is Brayden's sister, we know she a dope fiend, right? She talking to her because they roommates. I don't know if that's going to be enough for her to be up there straight moving product without getting Tariq, Effie, or Brayden, one of them involved. My best bet is she gonna go to Tariq and try to work something out with him separate from Effie and Brayden and try to keep it between her and Tariq, you know. But she trying to handle this, I don't know. I hope it work out, and I hope, even though she ain't gonna fight over a dude, which I love that Effie say, yo, I ain't fighting over a dude. Diana say, yo, I ain't fighting over a dude. Cool. I love that. I hope she end up getting Tariq if Lauren don't end up being with her. You know, Lauren or Diana, both of them, I think it'd be a good choice. The problem is, whichever one he go with, in the future, he gonna most likely want the other one. You know, but I think both of them would be a way better choice than Effie. And speaking of Effie, she was on Brayden's head this episode, and rightfully so. Because Brayden get there to do the job. He can't do the job. Tariq has to come in strong, right? And we're going to talk about that. But she was on Brayden's head hard about Lauren. And then she also got a call from Kane at the end. So she was on Brayden's head. That leads Brayden to getting choked out by Kane. Kane ends up calling her. Remember what I said. Effie might end up getting hit by Kane. They gonna end up getting closer and closer. Now them together will be a real power couple going up against Tariq and whoever he with. You know, that'll be a good versus. Or we talking teams. That'll be a good versus. But Effie is getting closer and closer and closer to Tariq. And it's going to all come crashing down when he find out about Lauren. She should have been told him about Lauren. But she afraid how he going to react. She should have been told him about Lauren. And I also want to say, I don't know exactly who that, it was like an Asian girl at the beginning that Effie was talking to. I want to learn more about that. Hopefully they show us more about that in later episodes. But I think she definitely going to end up kind of on the opposite sides of Tariq in some way, especially seeing him open up to her like how he is, telling her she going to meet his mom and all that. Yeah, she going to end up on opposite sides. Now, Tariq, on the other hand, man, he was shining this episode, dog. I mean, shining. This was one of them episodes where I was happy that he growing up. Showed some leadership this episode. Not just with the new plan, with the how they gonna be moving dope with the coffee stuff, but also when he had to handle Brayden's situation, when Brayden froze up. Brayden almost had a panic attack too when they was at that dinner table and Brayden had to leave. I said, man, little Brayden froze up. And he getting punked by Kane, something serious. I'm like, dog, you can't be in the game getting punked like that. That ain't what it is. You know, it don't supposed to go like that. But it's going like that. Now, Tariq showed leadership at that dinner table, man. He had just knocked off somebody. Get to the dinner table. Effie is about to argue with Brayden. Go back and check that scene out. This is what's about to happen. And a lot of people, if you put in that situation at your job, with your family, and you see them about to argue, a lot of people would not be leaders in that moment, man. I like that Tariq stepped up. He squashed that little argument they was about to have. Like, yo, we need to not focus on that. We got a lot of stuff going on. We need to focus on this, and this. That's when you are a leader of man. Now, he was talking crazy, saying he was better than his dad. Calm down, kid. Not quite yet. I don't think he ever going to be as smooth as his dad or as good as his dad. But he is starting to show promise. Now, it's always the dad fault, though, man. That was one of the parts I picked up in that conversation. And a lot of dudes do this. A lot of girls do this. No matter what, it always falls on the fathers, man. Can we get a break, man? Like, as hard as we work, as much work we put in. Think about the fathers of the world. The masculine man of the world. We built the world. Can we get a break, man? It's always on us. Something go wrong. Tariq ain't no different. He like, my mom? He speak about his mom like she an angel. My dad, he messed everything up. I'm like, oh, God. But the crazy part, once he get older, and they might not even go this far with Power Book 2 Ghost, or they might, to where he gets older and have a kid, oh, then he gonna understand. It always go like that. Kids be mad at their fathers, then they get a little older, in the mid-20s, late 20s, finally have a conversation with their father, finally have kids, and then they go, oh, you know what? Pops ain't that bad, man. And then they be cool. You know, he ain't gonna never do that because obviously he knocked his daddy off. But it happens all the time in real life. But Tariq showed leadership there. He also showed his wit and his understanding of situations in another part of this episode, man. And it is when Uncle Lewis brought him and Brayden to meet RSJ. This was the black guy. Looked like he big in business or whatever. Now, Tariq got there because of his complexion, right? Definitely did. And even RSJ recognized it and said something to him. And Tariq recognized it. But Tariq showed ambition, man. Stepping up. asking him a question first off, and then after asking him a question, not getting all awkward with the conversation and stuff, but quick little conversation, but he made an impression. That's what you got to do when you get in them rooms, man. Like, no matter what got you in that room, you got in this room any way that you had to get in that room. Once you get in that room, make an impression. Because guess what? If RSJ see Tariq out somewhere, he gonna go speak. Hey, what's up, Tariq? How you doing? Or better yet, what if Tariq is standing next to Tate and RSJ walk in the room or something? Oh, you know how good Tariq gonna look in front of Tate? Like, yeah, oh, that's RSJ. Hey, how you doing? They get to talk like they, been talking forever because he made that impression. That's how you do it. That's how you come up. And if Tate seen that, Tate will definitely respect it. But speaking of Tate, man, we got to see him interact with an old chick of his that he had an old relationship with, and that's Miss Harper, the same teacher that's teaching Tariq and Effie and Diana and Becca and all them now. So they setting them up to be a power couple, and I think that will be dope. She's a very, very seasoned actor. Tate's a very, very seasoned actor. Them two together will make some powerful scenes. And they had a great scene in this before it was rudely interrupted by Jenny and Blanco. They just be rolling up on people, making their day horrible, man. And they don't do it like Whitman, which I said, Whitman's one big problem. He got the same problem that Sax got, same problem Greg got. They just a little bit too extra with it. Like, I get it, man. You trying to get the person. Okay. But you just can't be harassing people, dog. That's going to make you lose the case. That's the problem with Whitman. And Blanco and Jenny, they do it too, but they know how to do it better than him. He just a little too, straightforward with everything. And it's just making it come off as straight harassment, So that's his one problem. But all of them cops is rolling up on everybody. We seen them do it with Tate. We seen Whitman do it with Monet. And Whitman is just letting Monet know, I know everything. Literally. They talking and Whitman is like, yeah, I'm putting this together. I know about this. I know about that. And Monet and Davis, they keeping a straight face. But I know Davis in his mind is like, oh my God. Who am I working with? Like, how did I get in this situation? Because usually Davis don't get in situations like that. He barely wanted to get in the situation with Tariq, but he did. But they got to find a way to get all of them up off of them a little bit. Just a little bit. Or else it's going to be one of them that's going to end up having to do some jail time, man. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I thought this one was fire. I can't even lie. They had all the recipes in it. People getting knocked off, leadership, stuff I could talk about that can help people in real life. They had all the different recipes and I liked it, man. Salute to the showrunners, man. Salute to the person that directed this episode. They did a good job. And, of course, the actors did a good job, man. It's Smack the Guru. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, man. Click that like button. Check out the other content. We do a bunch of other shows. Snowfall, All American, all of the different powers, BMF, Secession. Yeah, we do business, too, over here. Industry. And then I got a bunch of other stuff on the channel. So, check out the other content, man. And as always, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.